Today we are recreating the ambitious Artemis 2 mission in Kerbal Space Program. Using the massive SLS Block 1 and the Orion capsule, we are taking our Kerbals on a high-stakes journey around the moon and back. From epic engine ignitions to a breathtaking Earthrise. This is the future of space exploration. Let's get to the launch pad. But before we go there, and since a lot of you ask for it, on-stream Gotyen is going to explain the rocket in detail to you. So if that is not of interest to you, just skip that next chapter and go directly to the launch. Thanks YouTube Gotyen. Yes, here we are with the Space Launch System SLS Block 1 provided by the awesome mod Artemis Construction Kit. Super awesome. So, let's see what we have. We start at the bottom. Let's show the VAB. Okay, we start at the bottom with our 4 RS-25 engines for the core stage. They themselves would not be enough to get this thing off the ground, so we have two big boosters on each side, one on each side, right? So they provide enough thrust to get this thing off the ground properly. We have the big tank in the middle. We have the adapter, and then comes the... Can I even show that here somehow? Come on, we are going to remove whatever is possible here. Okay, I guess I can remove this. Yes. So here we have the cryogenic upper stage. So the core stage and the boosters will bring us to orbit. This cryogenic stage then will do the Trans-Lunar Injection. And once that is done, let's get rid of this. We will have the last one, the Viking engine, to make final adjustments when we are around the moon and whatnot. We have some solar panels, obviously, all right? And let's deconstruct also this top part here. We have the capsule, the Orion capsule that will hold 4 of our Kerbals. Awesome. Parachutes, of course, included down here. And obviously we have a launch escape system that we hopefully will not need, but since this is not RP1 Realism Overhaul things, we won't have engine failures and whatnot, so pretty sure we won't need it. But it is there. So, that was the rocket. Back to YouTube Gotyen. Thanks on-stream Gotyen. Let's do a nice fly in through the clouds and then get started. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition! There she goes. Pushing through the clouds with those amazing god rays. The space launch system looks absolutely stunning with these mods, which, by the way, are Blackrack's true volumetric clouds version 5. Version 5 is the latest one, and it is compatible with the successor of RSS Reborn, which is Sol. We're starting our gravity turn now, keeping a close eye on the telemetry, of course. Booster separation is clean, and we're continuing our way towards a high apoapsis. And here we are, we raised our apoapsis quite high, and our inclination matches the one of the moon pretty good. Once we are in space and burn through the main stage, it's time for some chores. Deploying the solar panels. I love how they automatically orient themselves towards the sun for maximum efficiency. We're using a bit of RCS to get some distance from the cryogenic stage. Everything is looking green for the big burn. Now it's time to raise our periapsis out of the planet. At this part of the mission I had an absolutely bad camera angle and we missed a most certainly beautiful sunset, but we see at least the reflection of the sun going behind Earth on our solar panels. Now let's use the remaining fuel in this stage to raise our apoapsis as high as possible. And now just look at these beautiful reflections of Earth on the tiles of the capsule. The graphics, I'm always amazed. Beautiful. So the stage has run dry, we can stage it and prepare for our Trans-Lunar Injection. So what Artemis 2 does is do a free return trajectory around the moon. What it means is, as you can see, we come around in front of the moon, we get spun around the moon and come out behind it on our way back to Earth. So whenever there would be an engine failure or something, we would still return to Earth. Somehow, I don't know what exactly went wrong, but the free return trajectory here in this mission was not super perfect. We need to do a small correction burn later, but it is as close as I could get it. I think it's good enough. Time to leave Earth behind. As we are on our way to the moon, the chat and I got into a bit of a talk about RAM prices right now, because I am running this on a 5060 Ti with 16 GB of VRAM, and my system has 64 gigs of system RAM. This enables me to run Sol with the current 32K texture packs. When I try to run the 64K ones, it just crashes because 64 gigs of RAM apparently is not enough to load everything. According to Ballistic Fox, you would need at least 96 gigs to load the 64K ones currently, but he is already doing some optimization. So hopefully I will be able to load them once they are finally released. As we are closing in on the moon, we are going to witness a nice sunset. As I said earlier already, our Trans-Lunar Injection burn was not perfect, so we need to do a little correction when we are at moon periapsis. We just do a small burn to properly get back to Earth. And here we are, very close to the moon surface, less than 200 kilometers actually. This is easily my favorite part. The details on the moon are insane, thanks to the Sol mod. Let's simply enjoy some beautiful shots of the moon. And then, I really didn't expect it, there is it, the jackpot. A perfect Earthrise. Seeing that blue marble peek over the lunar horizon never gets old. Time to head back home. We are coming in hot, and what a nice, beautiful visual of the Aurora Borealis at the poles. Nice. We're coming through very close to them. A bit of a KSP moment I had when we hit the atmosphere and our solar panels immediately exploded, and also the rest of the stage exploded right in front of us, but of course the capsule and its heat shield, they remained intact. Total Kerbal style. The beautiful Reentry plasma effects that we see here are of course thanks to the beautiful and amazing Firefly mod. I had to do this re-entry multiple times because we always had the issue that once we were through the worst, we ended up with 0 electricity remaining and we were not able to stage our parachutes anymore. So why did that happen? Turns out, as you can see here, the reaction wheels that were trying to keep us retrograde were consuming all of our remaining electricity on the way down. Actually, that is not really necessary because the aerodynamics of the capsule, they just make sure that it stays retrograde anyway. So we could just turn off the reaction wheels, put our capsule into hibernation mode, and then it was all good, we had enough electricity remaining. On our way down at 6 kilometers, we deploy the drogue chutes. At 1.5 kilometers we deploy the main chutes. These modded parachutes are really authentic. The Shady mod makes it so that you can actually see through holes and whatnot. And splashdown! Everybody made it home safe. We did it! Artemis 2, check. Recreating Artemis 2 was a blast, and honestly, seeing that Earthrise over the lunar horizon with these textures made every bit of that VRAM worth it. I hope that next month, or the month after, we'll see, the real Artemis 2 mission will go as smoothly, or maybe a bit more smooth, hopefully, as this one. If you enjoyed this mission, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. If you want more space game content, I'm also running Kitten Space Agency here at this channel, with monthly updates on the progress. I'll be streaming more KSP and KSA missions live on Twitch and here on YouTube, so come join the Discord to stay in the loop. What was your favorite part of this mission? Let me know in the comments. For me, it was definitely seeing those Sol textures in action and flyby of the moon so close. But now, let's get some rest before the next launch. Thanks for watching, I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.